Math 7, Lesson 5.2 and 5.3. This is greatest common factor and least common multiple. We'll start by talking about the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of two or more numbers is the greatest number that is a factor of each of those numbers. So the way that you're going to do this is, first of all, you're going to list all the factors of the number, of each of the numbers, and then you're going to circle the greatest shared factor of each of the numbers. When the greatest common factor of two numbers is 1, they are relatively prime. And to express a fraction in simplest form, divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor and rewrite the fraction. So let's take a look at this. So we are going to, an example is we're going to find the greatest common factor. That means the greatest factor that all three of these numbers have in common. So you're going to take one number at a time. You're going to write down that number, and you're going to write down all the factors of that number. The second number, all the factors of 36. 63, all the factors of 63. And then you're going to find the ones that they have in common. The greatest one, the biggest number that they have in common is 9. So the greatest common factor of those three numbers is 9. And the way that you use this is one way that you can use it is when you're simplifying fractions. So over here, it's showing a fraction that needs to be simplified. So you're going to write down one number, find all of its factors. The second number, find all of its factors. And then the one that's greatest that they have in common is 15. So then you're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by that number. So it's 15 divided by 15, and then you get 3/4. And then that's reducing. That's one way that you can reduce that number. Now let's take a look at your least common multiple. That's LCM. The least common multiple is the least non-zero common multiple of two or more numbers. The common denominator, least common denominator, is the least common multiple of the denominator. Of two or more fractions. So an example of this would be if we were to find the least common multiple of 3, 5, and 6. That means the lowest multiple that these three numbers have in common. So you take your first number 3 and you write out multiples. You keep going for a ways. And then 5, you're going to keep going until you find one that they have in common, and then you stop. And then you're going to take your third number, find one that they have in common, and then you're going to stop. So 30 is the lowest multiple that these three numbers have in common. And the way that you would do that would be if you have fractions and you want to find the least common denominator. That means the lowest number that these three have in common, the lowest multiple. 8 multiples of 8 are right here. 24 is where you can stop because 4 has a 24 and 3 has a 24. So that's the lowest number that they have in common. And then that way you can find a denominator. And we'll do an example of that. We're going to do a few more examples to demonstrate this. So number 1, we want to find list the factors of each number and find the greatest common factor. So we're going to, on number 1, we're going to find the factors of 24 and 18. So 24 and 18. So the factors are the numbers that when multiplied together make up that number. So we have 1 times 24, we have 2 times 12, we have 3 times 8, we have 4 times 6. So those are all factors. Oops. And then 18, we have 1 times 18, we have 2 times 9, and we have 3 times 6. So those are all factors. So now let's find the greatest factor that they have in common. So we'll start from the back. And 18, 24, no. 12, this one doesn't have a 12. This one has a 6, and this one has a 6. So that is the biggest number that those two have in common. Let's do another one. Let's do number 2. We'll take 14 and 42. So 14 factors of that are going to be 1 and 14, and 2 and 7. 42, there's quite a few of those. I'm just going to write those out. It's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, and 42. So the greatest one that they have in common is going to be 14. So greatest common factor is 14. Over here, greatest common factor is 6. Okay, let's go down to number 5. Number 5 is write each fraction in simplest form using the greatest common factor. So 12 and 42, 24. 12 and 24 are factors of 12, are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And our factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So the greatest factor that they have in common is 12, which means that we divide top and bottom by 12 in order to reduce this number. And then you get 1/2. Number 6, 16 and 20. 16 would be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 20 is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. The lowest one, or the greatest one that they have in common is going to be 4. So that means we divide top and bottom by 4. And this is going to help us reduce it. And it's going to be 4/5. So that fraction reduces to 4/5. Number 9, we're going to list the multiples for each number and then find the lowest common multiple. So the multiples of 6, and these you can keep doing for, they go on forever. So you're just going to list some until you think you're getting pretty close. So they would be 6, 12, nope, 10 is, I'm going to look to see does 10 go into any of these evenly? And when it does, then I'm going to stop. 18, 24, 30, oh, I know 10 goes into 30 evenly, so I'm going to stop there. So that's 10, 20, 30. So there is my lowest multiple that they have in common. Number 10, let's do 2 and 5. So again, I'm going to go to 2, all the multiples of 2 until I can see that 5 would go into one of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I know 5 goes into 10. So 5 would be 5, 10. So there is the lowest one that they have in common. So here, lowest common multiple is 30. Lowest common multiple is 10. Let's do a few more examples using fractions. So we're going to list the multiples for each denominator and find the lowest common denominator. So we do that by taking the denominators of each of our fractions, and we're going to find our lowest common multiple. So we take 11, and I just went ahead and wrote out multiples of 11 until I got to 88. And then 22 I wrote out multiples of 11, got to 88. 88 times 1 is 88. So that is the lowest common denominator for those fractions. Here's a shortcut when you're looking at looking for your lowest common denominator. It's a little bit better to start with your highest number, which is 88, and find the first factor. So that is 88. And then I'll see, do my other numbers go into that? Well, 22 does go into 88 evenly, and so does 11. So if you start with your biggest number and start to find the multiples of those first, then it's easier to see if these numbers go into it. I'll show you what I mean on number 16. So let's do number 16. Our denominators are 20, 10, and 15. So I'm going to start with my largest one, and that is 20. So 20, I'm going to take the multiples of 20. 20, 10 goes into 20, but 15 doesn't go into 20. 40 is my next one. 10 goes into 40, but 15 doesn't. 60, 10 goes into 60, and so does 15. So that is going to be my lowest common denominator. So again, the shortcut is to take your highest number, start to find the multiples of that, and see when your other numbers go into that number. So my lowest common denominator of 20, 10, and 15 is going to be 60.